Hello everyone, Sean here with Manly Made Minute. I wanted just to take a quick minute to teach you all how to make a weaving template so that you are prepared for my next video coming out. I've been doing a series of weaving techniques and I've made a template so that now I can do some design in my technique. So I want to teach you all how to make a little template like this in your Cricut if you have one. If you don't, then you would just be cutting this out and then using like a razor or a cutting tool of some sort to make these slits, but it is so much easier to do in your Cricut. So this won't take but a few minutes. It's super easy and you can make any size you want. Today I'm going to do 5 by 3 3/4 because I want something slightly smaller than this one. This one I've made for my next video, which is a full panel for your card front on an A2 size card. So I'm going to turn the camera to my computer. I've got my Cricut design space open and we'll just go through a quick simple couple steps on how to make this. All right, so here we are in my design space. As you can see, this is the template that I had made, and it's all welded together already. So I'm gonna hide this one because we're just gonna recreate this one brand new and just make a different size for a different card that I'm going to make. So what you wanna do is you wanna start out first by dropping some shapes, some square shapes onto your design space. I'm just gonna start out with 2 because one is going to be for my template, one is going to be then to start my stripes that I need to add on to this. So this first one is just, I'm making my template so I can fill this with what size I need. So like I had said, I'm doing 3 3/4 by 5. So I've done 5 in the height and 3 3/4 in my width. All right, and then you can just make this clear. Doesn't matter. We're not going to use this in the end. This will get deleted. And then I'm just going to lock this for my size. So this is now my template, and I'm going to fill this with my little stripes. So what I do is I go my height. So I need 5 in my height, and then we're going to go. I did mine at 0.2. So I go up here in the size, unlock it. In the width, I'm going to go 0.20. And in the height, I'm going to go 5.0. And now what I need to do is I just need to create a whole bunch of these to fill this space. And then we'll do one on the either side and one on the top and bottom, and then weld those together. So we can just go copy paste a whole bunch of times onto my design space, and then I just start filling these in. And I'm just going to start on the edge. Last time I didn't start on the edge and I had to create some smaller ones. Hopefully this will line up. And I'm just going to throw these up here for now to line them up. And then what I do is I take my arrow keys after I highlight these and get them as close as I can. You want just a really slight white space in between, as almost as if it was like cut with a razor kind of space, because you don't need a big space in these to weave with. So I'm going to highlight those using my arrow keys. I'm just moving that over as tight as I can get them. And then I make sure I go up and down just to make sure that I'm lined up with the one next to it. And then I just keep repeating this all the way across and getting these nice and tight. You don't want big gaps in these. I tried it with some bigger gaps, like the width of a whole stripe. And if you're doing patterns, that's not going to work. You need the tightness of these to create the pattern. I thought I was doing it right by doing so, and it just, the pattern just did not work out. I ended up having to tighten this up without the one space kind of thing in between for each one. And what I have done is, now this is my file for templates. So then I'll make like one of these for all different sizes of my card fronts so that I just have them, and then hide them off my design space for the ones that I don't need when I go to print these. I wouldn't be too concerned about having this extremely, extremely even, because you're going to weave these anyway. So it doesn't need to be completely even space between each one. But what you can do, which I'll do here at the end, is you can do, you know, highlight these, distribute evenly, kind of thing, and that'll help space them out. You might end up having to retighten just a little bit to squeeze one extra in if some of the spacing gets a little weird, where it's like it just gave too much space. And I'm gonna just be honest with you all. These designs for weaving, I did not create these. I'm not that smart. I'm not. I'm definitely not a mathematician. I'm trying to figure out how to do these designs. So on my next video, we're doing a diamond pattern, and I just went online. Pinterest is awesome. I Googled weaving and design and found a diamond one that I wanted to try, and then I just had to figure out how to make a template to weave, because I just don't have. I know there's some dies out there that you can use as well to do this with. I'm gonna just leave that one over here for now. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight all of these. All right. And then we're going to distribute evenly. So now what you do is you just go to a line at the top of your space. Down here it says distribute horizontally, distribute vertically. I'm going to distribute vertically. Got a couple spaces on some of these. I think they'll be okay though. I'm going to just tighten this up just a tiny bit on some of these. Essentially, I'd like to try to squeeze in one more. If I can't squeeze in one more, I'm just going to make my last one a little smaller because it's going to be on the border anyway, which is probably what I'm going to have to do because this one's not going to fit. So I'm going to go up here. I'm just going to adjust my size. I'm going to go down by 0.5. So I'm going to go to 0.15 on this one and see if that'll squeeze here on the end for the size I need. I'm going to go down just to like maybe 0.14. And we'll just squeeze that in there on the end. That looks much better. All right. Now, what you want to do is we want to weld this together. So now I'm going to take these ones here. I have some extras over here on my design space. I'm going to turn them 90 degrees. Okay? And then I'm going to put them on the bottom and on the top. So now I just need to adjust my width on this one, my height, because I turned it. So now I'm going to adjust my height to 3.75. And we're just going to copy and paste that one so I have it same size. Put that one on the bottom, like so, line it up. Now, highlight this, come down over to your bottom corner and hit combine, and then weld. And I think I had them two. You gotta undo. I gotta take that. You gotta take that that square that you had on the back. So just go back. I'm gonna grab that layer right here and move that out of there, so that doesn't weld together. Now we'll just throw this one back here on the end, like so. And now highlight. And now combine over here in the bottom right and weld. And now that just welded everything together for my template. So now we're going to throw this over to the Cricut and cut this out. I'm just going to use a little bit of extra cardstock that I have and cut this. And we'll be right back and show you the end result. Okay, we're back, and we have cut this out on our Cricut machine. I have the Cricut Maker 3. Again, I am a complete novice with the Cricut Maker. I think this is maybe my 5th project on it. I've got it at Christmas when it was on sale. I've made a t-shirt and a couple other little things, a couple cards, so I'm pretty new at it. But don't be afraid to try. I don't know if you saw my little quick video of the hashtag that has not been used, but hashtag think outside your splatter box. Think outside the splatter box. Don't be afraid. This is the little template that we just made. Super easy, took us like 5 minutes. You can make different sizes of these for any cover that you need, and then just save them. Save them as your template, and cut it out the next time you need to do some weaving or want to do some paper weaving with some scraps, or just, you know, cut one out, sit on the couch and watch TV in the evening and just kind of play and create and see what you can do. But this is my little Tuesday tip, and hope you all have a wonderful week. We're going to be using this on my next video to create this diamond pattern weaving. So if you have a Cricut Maker, get one cut out, get ready to weave on my next video. If not, you can cut this out and use maybe a cutting tool to make your little slits on here. And then let's do some weaving on my next video. So until next time, I'll see you then.